All right, guys, so now they want to come up with a Daytona Hellcat. Dodge is just incredible, the stuff that they do. So here we go. What up, guys? Mike G with MDG Collections on hand. Today, ladies and gentlemen, this is pretty just disturbing. You know, I'll say disturbing because this new Daytona Hellcat, you know, I have a Daytona 392 and now they have a Daytona Hellcat Charger Widebody. What? Like, you know, it's funny that this happens. I have the Taser and I have started my car with this Taser, and people see the Hellcat logo that pops up and they always ask, hey man, how'd you get a Hellcat? How'd you get a Hellcat logo to pop up on the dash? And I've always said it's not a Hellcat, it's a Daytona cat. Now, what are the chances that now there is a Daytona Hellcat? Incredible. Now, I know there's no way Dodge is watching my videos, a small creator like me. There's no way. But I said this months ago. I've said it in previous videos. Daytona cat. Daytona cat. I've said that. So right here, if you look, I'm not going to start the car, but what I will do is just hit the button. And there you see it right there. So that is what I've been calling that Daytona cat, that logo, since it's been on my instrument panel. So in a nutshell, this new 2020 Dodge Charger Daytona Hellcat Widebody, yes, it is a mouthful. It is definitely something that I can't even believe they're doing. It is just bizarre to me that they're doing this. 501 units. It will be a limited production vehicle that is celebrating 50 years of the Daytona when it was first created in 1969. You know what? Let's just start this Daytona cat right now. So let's just go over some of the specs first. So it will now have 717 horsepower, and it will have, of course, the 20/11 wide-inch rims with 305s all around. So it is literally the same Charger Widebody Hellcat that was just debuted a month ago, and now they're just putting, if you ask me, a Daytona decal on the back, like you see, homage to the huge wing that was signature for the Daytona back in 1969. So that is what they're doing, and of course they will have the Hemi on the hood. I got the decal delete on my Daytona 392, and now with this new Daytona Hellcat, that will be a very limited production vehicle. They will only be making, like how I said, 501 units, so it will be very exclusive, and that may be something that people think that they want to jump on this for, just to be exclusive and have a Daytona Hellcat. That I say, I'm telling you right now, if they are making a limited production Daytona Hellcat, that tells me that I don't see them doing this in 2021 as far as this same body style. This has to be the last year, and it is the 6th year of this body style for the Charger. The wide-body new upgrade is technically still this car that I'm driving now. It just has flares. That's it. It is not a new generation body style. So I think that maybe they used this Daytona Hellcat to be limited production to also say that this will be the last year of this body style, because if it's a limited production to 501 units for this Daytona Hellcat Widebody, why would they now do it again in 2021 if it's limited for 2020? That's it. You can't get it anymore. I think that the body style will change in 2021 even more so now because of this. These little Easter eggs that I think Dodge throws in, whether they throw them in by accident or on purpose, is what tells you what the future holds. So I don't know if this is a case of great minds think alike, or if maybe someone at Dodge, who knows, saw one of my videos. I doubt they did, but it's just incredible that I was calling this a Daytona cat with this Hellcat logo that pops up on my dash courtesy of the Taser, and now all of a sudden they actually make Daytona Hellcat that will be released coming up soon. So as far as the pricing, I'm almost positive it will be 75,000 plus, if not more. At minimum 75K at minimum. So what's interesting is they're giving you the 717, which is a 10 horsepower gain from the 707 that you will get from just this regular 2020 Charger Widebody Hellcat that they just announced. That with the decals and a slightly different interior, which is what they're gonna do with this Daytona, make the stitching blue inside. I'll put pictures up as I'm talking, and the flat bottom steering wheel with the suede around the steering wheel, which is also some nice touches, but still just not enough for me to really say I'm jumping from my Daytona 392 to a Daytona Hellcat, which I know is the last body style for 2020, and 2021 it will be a new generation. And yes, 2019 would have been 50 years technically, because 1969 to 2019 is technically 50 years, but they are using 2020 as their 50th year to celebrate the anniversary of the Daytona. I mean, you know, this Daytona is very special. It is a very special edition of Dodge, and you know, of course, the Daytona, like I've told you before, was the first car in NASCAR to break 200 miles per hour before these Hellcats. So maybe now that the Hellcat has a speedometer that says over 200, maybe that's why they wanted to do it also, to put the Daytona as one of the cars that now has a Hellcat engine. So the Daytona will have its name on a Hellcat with a 6.2 liter supercharged engine with 717 horsepower. I don't think I got so excited about it, but it was definitely something like, wow, you gotta be kidding me. I thought of my little creative things that I've been saying, and you know, what are the chances of that? And then, you know, also things that came through my mind were just like, what are they doing? They're just like throwing together stuff. Not that they're running out of ideas, but they're just throwing together things just very spontaneously. And that is going to do it for this upload. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be a wrap.